This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We are live streaming here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday. And thanks for being a part of this show. We cover a wide range of things, as I have mentioned before. And today, we are talking about a comedy showcase that is happening on May 8th, Thursday, from MonsterBox, a name you probably know. And it's going to be in support of and a tribute to a name you also probably know. If you know anything about Portland comedy, there's a really diverse scene here in this city, in this region, but one person probably attended all of them, or it's a good possibility, and that is Raishawn. And Raishawn has passed away. This is a tribute to her with comedy friends, including this person right here, Jason Lamb, producer of MonsterBox Comedy. And Jason, it's a hard intro to do when you're talking about this, but you know, Raishawn, obviously your co-producer, your partner in comedy, and a great person. And this is a tribute, essentially, to her. That's my understanding?
Yes, absolutely. And Greg, thanks again for having me on the show. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Raishawn Wickwire, who is a comedy producer here in Portland, produced a number of shows over the past decade or so. Shows like No Pun Nintendo was a popular show down at Ground Control for many years, as well as contributing to the Bridgetown Comedy Festival, and just many other local shows, and just fostered a number of relationships with comedians and friendships, and just was a big supporter of the scene. And she, as you mentioned, she unfortunately passed away back in November of 2024, and was just kind of a sudden, shocking development that happened, and we're just I'm still stunned by it, to be honest with you. But her birthday is coming up May 10th, and her family wanted to kind of put something together to honor her, and really approached me about putting together a show that would feature some of her friends that she'd known over the years and contributed so mightily to comedy here in Portland, but also beyond Portland, in places like LA. Folks that she knew are really starting to take off now, and we wanted to just kind of bring everyone together and just kind of celebrate who she was and the impact that she had on comedy.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's the perfect way to do it too, and you know, and bringing all those friendships together. And you know, this show, I guess to start off talking about the show itself, how many comedians do you have on it?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate that we were able to get a number of Raishawn's friends to join us tomorrow night. Folks like Marcela Arguello, who folks know from her two HBO specials. One of them I can't say the title of over the air, but just a hilarious comedian and just a treasure that we're lucky to have joining us. Curtis Cook, who folks know, was here for many years in the Portland comedy scene, has now moved on to LA, and is doing great things as a writer, and also performs all around the country. And Iffy Wadaway, who's people know from Dropout TV and Rooster Teeth, Funny or Die, places like that. Just a hilarious comedian was here recently and did like 4 sold-out shows. We're lucky to have him on the show, and Raishawn was very close to him. In addition to those folks, we have people from the local Portland scene who Raishawn knew very well. Folks like Shane Brendan and Arlo Weyerhaeuser, and hosted by Adam Posse and Imani, of course, who are our regular MonsterBox hosts. So just a lot of great local talent and LA talent, and we're just really excited to have them all on and talk about Raishawn.
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing lineup right there, and you know, comedy is a great way to handle some of that stuff, and just to have everybody getting together, you know, celebrating, as you mentioned, and celebrating and honoring Raishawn and all those contributions that she made to comedy here in the city, and beyond just comedy. I mean, you know, she was a personality that stood out no matter what. But this is yeah. I think anybody who met Raishawn knows that part. But this is something that I think is really great, and it shows, you know, for this city too, the diversity and the different, you know, the amount of comedy and talent that's here or has come through here before all kind of being showcased. And that's what MonsterBox has done a really good job of doing that too, of bringing together, so many different people for your shows. And, to that extent, I guess just talking about the comedy scene right now, how do you feel it is here in Portland at this state?
Well, it's really interesting what happens here in terms of comedy. And I should say that I'm not a comedian myself, and Raishawn herself was not a comedian, but we're both just as basically big fans of comedy, and also just having the opportunity to put together shows over the years. We find that the comedy is really, it goes through a lot of changes. Constantly, at least in the past 10 years that I've been involved in, and even before that. But I think that's one of the great things about it, is that it changes and new people come in, and they grow and they cultivate who they are and find their voice, and then they go on and they move on to the next stage. And that's certainly something that's happened with numerous people that have been on the scene. But where we're at right now, I think there's just new voices that are coming in all the time, and those people start their own shows, and they start having an impact on what the scene looks like. So I think it's just fresh. It's always fresh. It's always vibrant. We have the stalwarts that are here and have been here for many years. And it's kind of the combination between those people and the new voices. It really makes it fresh and exciting.
Yeah, well, MonsterBox Comedy, so it's Thursday. Can you let everybody know, when, where, and how they can come out for this show?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and again, the show is called Laughs and Smiles. It's a co-production with Laughter, Life Comedy, and MonsterBox Comedy, which was started by Raishawn and myself. And the show is tomorrow night, May 8th at 8 p.m. at Alberta Street Pub in Northeast Portland, and just phenomenal comedians on it, like I said, from HBO, True TV, Comedy Central, all over the place, that you've enjoyed and experienced. You've probably seen a lot of their work, either on network TV or cable or here in town. So, and not to mention the No Request DJs will be on as well. Big part of our show that give us the vibe that makes it MonsterBox, and hopefully have a great experience and show up for Raishawn.
Yeah, well, great thing for anybody to attend, and for Raishawn for that. And Jason, thank you for joining us here too to talk about this. Anything else that you think is important for people to know?
Come to the show. It's going to be amazing. It's basically 6 headliners for the price of 1.
Yeah,
so,
it really is.
That
is a solid lineup right there. That you've cultivated for that. Well, thanks, man. Thanks, Jason, for being here to talk about this and to let everybody know about it. I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much for having me on. Appreciate it.
And for everybody watching, this is Fox 12 Now. We're going to go ahead and take a break, but thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. Feel free to send me an email, fox12now@kptv.com, if you have something that you would like to see covered, or maybe there's an event, or maybe there's a story you want to find out more about. There's always a possibility we can do a segment about that too, so feel free to send me that email. But I'll sign off for right now. Again, I'm Greg Nibbler. This is